So the kids, fire service. So this is the FDRC truck. Yeah, just
it seems to be like the guys here are having some miscommunication in that they're not communicating as to who is here, where the water is going. So
the smoking, this is the third duplex, the first, the second, on fire.
And at the balcony, you also see the fire service guy on top there. But directly where they are, the fire keep blazing in that area. And from all indication, again, from where the fire just was just quenched, it seems to be like the fire keep blazing on the first floor, on the floor. So keep watching us. We're live here on Punch 106.7 FM and also Punch TV Live. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. Nobody there. This is what it is. The third truck from the other side fighting to save the right wing of this building. But the more they try to save the other side, the fire keep blazing on the other end from the left side. So our camera will zoom in to just show you what is happening here. The fire. I don't know what this fire service guy is doing on top yet, but it seems to be like he's overwhelmed. And then we go back into this. Seems to be like a fresh living room on the first floor. Stay here. You can see.
So we got a gas at the back. Also fighting the fire from the back. And
so then we.
So I think they're trying to cover them.
The fire service and the community members trying to save this building. And this fire service guy from the other side out there seems to be very. And I'm hearing people chanting out there, Joseph, Jeff Jefferson and Joseph Sekokone. That is outside doing everything to stop the fire from going to the right wing or to prevent it from burning the entire building down. And they've been cheered on, but as they stand, the entire first floor is still on fire, and only the ground floor is being saved here at the moment. And then we also have the boys' quarter that is being saved at the moment. But we see the fire service guy now moving in action from this point, trying to go in there. And what has been a challenge for these firefighters here is that they are fighting the fire without oxygen. They are actually not having oxygen masks. And so they have to stand far away to fight the fire because of the huge smoke on top of the roof and then also to the first floor of the building. And this building that has been considered to be the most beautiful building on this avenue that is being referred to as the Presidential Avenue because you have the residence of the former President George Weah, and you also have the current President Joseph Boakai on the same lane, and that of the Speaker Fonati Koffa here. And these things are happening in a community that is considered to be the middle class or the rich people of Liberia resident, Rehab. So those of you listening to us on Punch 106.7 FM, on Punch TV Live, this is how it is right now from the resident of the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, Fonati Koffa. At this point, we also see the fire trying to pull enough water. And I've been told the water you see flashing here, I've been told is from the LPRC. The LPRC. And to control this water hose is not easy because the water comes with the huge force.
Empty, so now this is the church, this is the FBIC truck, but the truck has full. So I didn't see what's going on, so the fire is going on now. So they just try to protect the business and the boss coming along to the things. So at the window, still seeing the fire.
So here we are, and then because of the force from that truck that is believed to be from the LPRC Fire Service Department, they're trying to get this other vehicle out of the way, and then they will actually be making sure to have this. So now they're trying to get this truck out. So we are in a rehab community. We are directly opposite the resident of the former president, George Manawia, and I would say this adjacent the president Joseph Waka area, because it's just a trim store away from the resident of the president. And we also see people crying outside, those who are actually talking about the fact that this area has been considered to be, quote unquote, the rich community. For the past 1 hour, the fire service has not been able to totally control this fire. The roof of the building has been burned down, and the first floor has also been burned down. And what they are doing now is they are preventing the fire from getting to, people say, the basement of the building. So at the moment, talk ongoing here, and we are gradually losing power. So now they're trying to take the water pump to the pool. And these guys, you see, washing their face, were at the back using their hands and bucket to fight this water. So the fire service has a water pumping machine. They're trying to use the pump and then being to use the pool water. So I don't know what the truck I just arrived. I've been told. I don't know what the truck has just arrived. Just making sure they bring enough water. So water tanker has arrived. Also, I can see 2 water trucks already that are arriving here and to help. So they're saying they want to go for the pump to refill. So I'm just trying to get closer to the. So from where I stand, we just have a tanker just arrived. So we've come out just so you can see from this side. Another water truck has just arrived. So they're trying to refill. Fire service trying to refill the other tank to be able to pump the water, like I've been told. Like where I was standing from the back of the building, the speaker, the workers. So bystanders and the police and the fire service truck from LPRC that I've been told came. And the essence is now is to refill the tank. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Let me just. So we're trying to go back in here. to see the level. But you can see these guys from the fire service trying to refill this tanker. I mean, after refilling, they'll try to see if they can have this under control. And you can see from this angle, while this truck is trying to refill the other truck as a refilling, then that truck in there will be fighting. And where you see from the other angle there, where the police car are parked, that is the residence of the former president, George Weah house. And the bystander here, which is showcasing to you just before we go up from where you see
they need someone to go inside there. Yeah. You know, they don't want to be inside there with the queue, you know.
All right, so we're just going to be holding outside, as we said, that we should deal with outside. And any moment from now, we'll be going off. Thanks to all of our viewers and our listeners out there on Point 106.7 FM. Thank you for watching. Sorry. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this live video from the resident of. In a moment from now, we are running out of power. We might be going off just in case you are following us.
You are watching To Pay My Taxes and Fees Easily, brought to you by Orange and LRA.
Alfred, I'm traveling soon, so I need to get my birth certificate. I need to go pay my fees, but it would take too much time.
Alfonso, no worries. Thanks to Orange Money and LRA, there is a convenient way to pay for the fees. It is fast and easy. We can now pay the fees for birth certificate, marriage certificate, travel clearance, fire inspection, and business registration renewal from the comfort of our homes and workplaces.
Really? But tell me, Alfred, how does it work?
First, go to any Orange store, POS, or Orange Money agent to open your Orange Money account and put money in your wallet. The service is available in both USD and Liberian dollars. Then to pay your fees, dial *144# to enter your Orange Money wallet. In your Orange Money wallet, select your currency option, for example, USD. Then select Pay Taxes and Fees. Next, you select Non-Tax Payment. Then select the service you want to pay for. In your case, it's birth certificate. After that, you select option 1 to pay for yourself or option 2 to pay for someone else. If you want to pay for someone else, just enter their name or reference number. Next, enter the amount you want to pay. For example, 15 USD for birth certificate. To confirm,
where according to our witnesses, the fire started around 6 p.m. From according to them, it was due to electricity shock, but we cannot verify that. We have not verified that yet until the relevant authority can give the cause of the fire. But they all that is being done there currently is to ensure that the fire they are trying to go at the other end of the building, to use the other end of the building to put the fire out. It is actually difficult here. The truck that the fire service came with could not conceal the fire because of the huge flame of the fire, and the building as well. Very, very strong building, but the fire started, it has been from the top of the building, the roofs, and entered into the premises, burning everything. Even I saw the closet of the speaker got that fire with his coats being burned. Such a terrible thing here. They are trying to do their best. Currently, you have police RG, who is also observing the process. The Liberia National Police is also working, ensuring that there's maximum protection as to curtail any act of criminality from some deviant individuals that may likely want to invade the items or property of the house. But the issue now is how to ensure that this fire can be cut off from the building. That's what is happening right now at this moment. The speaker is safe. The speaker is safe because the acting chief of protocol of the Republic of Liberia was here. And when I found out from her, she said, though she was not around for the beginning, but she said the speaker is safe. He's somewhere around the former president resident because they are just a stone throw opposite the same building. But all this happening here now is just to ensure that the building itself, the fire, can be put out, can be cut off completely. So the reality of the matter is that the building, the resident of the speaker has gotten fire and has been destroyed. There's nothing to be done about that. Like I said, the only thing the fire service is doing is to ensure that all of the fire is completely cut off. But as it relates to saving the property, so the property has already been destroyed. It has already been destroyed. It has already been destroyed. This is it. We are here at the house of Fonati Koffa, Liberians home and abroad. The home of the speaker has gotten fire. It has been completely destroyed by the fire. Completely destroyed by the fire. Everyone just standing by now, looking, witnessing the scene, how they are trying their best to continue the remaining burn of the house. That's all for now. Completely destroyed. Maybe seeing the structure standing. Yes, it is standing, but because of the way the building is being, the way the building was constructed, that's why it is standing. But the inside part has been destroyed. All of the ceiling, the entire roof is down. The entire roof is down. Everything.
It will come down. It will come down here for a small. They cannot see it. They cannot see it. They want to be before. Every day,
I have been attacked from this other side, right here, as we speak.
So an hour to 2, and the issue of the fire is still a problem as to how to completely call off the fire. They are still trying. They are still trying. So the issue of the fire can be termed as a national emergency, not because it's the home of the speaker, but in recent time, the trend with the fire outbreak has been scaring across the country. A lot of Liberians has been destroyed due to fire outbreak. So LPRC. You're like?
I told you. Huh?
I didn't say in the stream. Yeah, so this is it. LPRC is the one that is really helping with their backup to buttress the fire service. LPRC is helping with their fire service. I mean, that is the truck, the water tanker to cut off the fire. There's a need to actually empower the fire service for what happened here tonight, that they could not cut off the fire. It's a problem. The police IG is here as well with his men on ground, ensuring that they can work on this fire.
We will be here and we will stay here until the sun goes. While we are staying in the city, it's not easy. So the
The fire service in the scene is actually challenged. Actually challenged. Actually challenged. Even to show how they can cut off the fire, they have to be planning how to go about that.
yeah, Musa.
The need to actually empower the fire service is a concern. It's a concern.
They got already. No, never water. Oh no, no water. What is that? Yeah, what you do? Go off.
We started because like this, the viewers will show up.
No,
No,
It's okay.
this is Spoon TV. We'll continue to bring you update. We're taking a little break. We'll be back.
Yeah, let's
You are watching To Pay My Taxes and Fees Easily, brought to you by Orange and LRA.
Alfred, I'm traveling soon, so I need to get my birth certificate. I need to go pay my fees, but it would take too much time.
Alfonso, no worries. Thanks to Orange Money and LRA, there is a convenient way to pay for the fees. It is fast and easy. We can now pay the fees for birth certificate, marriage certificate, travel clearance, fire inspection, and business registration renewal from the comfort of our homes and workplaces.
Really? But tell me, Alfred, how does it work?
First, go to any Orange store, POS, or Orange Money agent to open your Orange Money account and put money in your wallet. The service is available in both USD and Liberian dollars. Then to pay your fees, dial *144# to enter your Orange Money wallet. In your Orange Money wallet, select your currency option, for example, USD. Then select Pay Taxes and Fees. Next, you select Non-Tax Payment. Then select the service you want to pay for. In your case, it's birth certificate. After that, you select option 1 to pay for yourself or option 2 to pay for someone else. If you want to pay for someone else, just enter their name or reference number. Next, enter the amount you want to pay, for example, 15 USD for birth certificate. To confirm your payment, enter your 4-digit Orange Money PIN code. You then receive a pop-up message that says your transaction is successful. After that, you receive an SMS from Orange Money confirming transaction, its ID, amount, biller name, date, time, and new balance. Then LRA also sends you an SMS confirming the transaction and its ID, amount paid, type of non-tax, date, and time.
That's great. It's fast and easy.
I told you so. With Orange Money and LRA, you can pay your government of Liberia fees easily.
To Pay My Taxes and Fees Easily, brought to you by Orange and LRA.
So, okay, where do we stand at the moment? Has the fire been extinguished totally? Have you succeeded in doing that? Or? Okay. 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 So, did you establish as to whether there was any casualty? Did you get? Okay. As the head of this institution, the Liberian National Fire Service, what major message do you have for Liberians, given the fact that this has been an issue of major concern, especially of recent with the wave of fire outbreaks we've seen in the country?
Got there, the first truck ran out of water. If we had a backup, then by this time we're done.
Wow. Wow. Support in terms of logistics or?
Logistics, I got like a tanker, water tanker. The issue when they fired the first truck coming, and then the first fire, the water, also, delayed the fire. If we had it, backup, refill the truck and it's already on the scene, they continue.
How many things, how many engines do you have? How many engines did you use to fight this particular fire to extinguish it at this level? Just 2 engines? Wow. Wow.
So currently the entire fire service had 2 engines. Are you trying to ensure that what the equipment size of it are currently at the fire service? Then my question now is the total engine you have there for the country.
functional. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
we have 3.
3 functional engines. Okay, thank you for talking to us, Honorable Director. We appreciate you a whole lot. Well, Spoon TV, we stay here. Of course, we're live on the scene of this situation. And like you heard from the Director of the Liberia National Fire Service, the situation is serious. They've been able to extinguish this fire to a significant level, but a lot more needs to be done. And of course, you see the Liberia National Fire Service. The truck is still here. As he said, there were 2 engines used to extinguish this fire. There were 2 engines that were used to extinguish this fire. And as you see, this is engine number 1, and right there is the second engine, and those were the engines that were used to extinguish the fire. Well, there's a Spoon TV. We're still here, of course, bringing you all of the updates. We're going to speak to some eyewitnesses. Let's get eyewitnesses account with respect to the situation here. And once we can do that, we will be ending this broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Hello, how are you? Okay, so what's your name? Are you a resident of this community? Oh, Rehab fence.
Yeah, this lady.
Now we don't sign the recording and else, I'm not recording video.
Okay, thank you for talking to us, Okay, so there's a Spoon TV. As you see, there are still residents of adjacent communities here trying to establish the cause of the fire. As you heard from the head of the Liberia National Fire Service, 2 engines have been overwhelmed already, and there was an assistance from the LPRC. They were able to come in with two additional engines that the Liberia National Fire Service was able to use to address this situation. So this is Spoon TV. We are going to take you at this segment of the building. So this is the this is the speakers. Sorry, this is the speaker's resident. This is where members of the Liberia National Fire Service, the firefighters, were able to extinguish the fire from. So as you see from this angle of the building, the fire have been extinguished significantly. There isn't much in terms of flames. So there isn't much in terms of flames coming from this angle of the building. But of course, the Liberia National Fire Service is still on the scene, trying to make sure that the situation is brought under control. The resident of the speaker right before us here, efforts are being made tirelessly by the Liberia National Fire Service. As you see right before us here, their engines are still beating. And the director just told us that they were able to use 2 engines. Just 2 out of the 3 engines that the Liberia National Fire Service has. That's what they were able to use to extinguish the fire right here. This is the portion of the building that was being heavily hit by the fire outbreak. And of course, efforts are still being made to ensure that the fire is quenched totally. So this portion of the building is done. The firefighters are in the opposite direction, and they're trying to quench the fire from that end. This is Spoon TV. We're coming to you live from Rehab. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks for joining us. And of course, there's still a huge presence of state security here. Members of the Liberia National Fire Service, as you see the men, well dressed in their uniforms. You have members of the Joint Security also here. posted to ensure that the situation is controlled. And of course, you have the eyewitnesses here as well, Liberians who have gathered here in their numbers to ensure that they get an idea of how the situation is concluded. This is one of the trucks that was brought in by the LPRC to address the situation. There's a backup team that has also been called for by the Liberian National Police. So as you see, the police pickup is here. There's a backup team that was called for by the Liberian National Police. Following the arrival of the police IG, Colonel Gregory Coleman, there was a backup team that was called for, and there's a huge presence of security here trying to control the situation. So this is where we are. I want to take you to the segment of the building where the firefighters are right now. Of course, where we were shortly is the portion of the building that the firefighters were able to use. That's where they started the fight from. But as you see right before us here, this truck belonging to the LPRC is trying to make its way through this angle of the building. And so once they can get their way through this place, then of course they can try to extinguish the fire from this segment of the building that you see right before us there. So thanks for joining us, Spoon TV. Of course, we are here coming to you live from the residence of the Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. Right opposite the Speaker's residence, as you see there, that's the residence of the former president, President George Manu Weah. And of course, that's the residence of the former president right before us there. And on the other side of the road is the residence of the Speaker, Councillor J. Fonati Koffa. At the far end there, that's where the current president lives. So this is more like an executive avenue, if you may. This is where most of the officials of government live. The former president's residence right there, where you see the welcome sign. And here you have the current speaker. And then at the far end, down the road there, is where the current president lives. So thanks for joining us, Spoon TV. Of course, we're still here. We're still here trying to make sure that we bring you all of the images right here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Of course, Spoon TV, we are coming to you live. Liberians have gathered here in their numbers, trying to extinguish the fire, trying to handle the situation. There's a huge presence of the security here. And of course, this is where we are. So thanks for joining us. So thanks for joining us. Of course, so thanks for joining us. Okay, but what exactly did you see? Okay. But as it stands now, what did you hear? Has there been was there any casualty, any fire situation in the country? Okay, thank you so much for talking to Spoon TV. Okay, hello, how are you, ma? Okay, so tell us your name and how long have you been here? Okay. You were here from the start of the whole fire situation? Okay. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead.
Fire business. We are upon the government of Liberia. Yes. Where the fire coming from, which is a foreign business to be settled. Because the 4 months that he not stay in power, the fire system in the people, they're getting too much. Churches are burning. People living in a house, dying in a house. And the first thing is that I tell God, thank you that people never left in the house and never having over the night. Because they were coming having about 2, 3, 10. The people left were coming lose the night. But we tell God, thank you that it never happened overnight. And people were able to come to see the place for him to be rescued. And I tell God, thank you for he and his family. The grace upon him, because when you're living, you will know how to help people. The Spirit of God upon him, because he can help every day and night. He don't know opposition, and he don't know what the personal tradition or the personal tradition. He help everybody because of the helping that grace of God was upon him. But we pray that the Spirit of God should lead him, that we can so him, and the government should help him to come rescue him in a condition because he's a big man.
So, how long it took for the fire service to get on the scene?
No water was here. I can't be at the year. But they have to get solution for water to come at that time. Whatever you see, all the people getting point.
Okay.
And we're talking about fire service people. They should be on time. When they call them, they will not come see the place. They don't come back without drinking water. They bring heavy disaster in the community. So we call them from President Joseph Worker. They should get a team prepared. They work fire in Liberia. They should go back to where the COVID coming from. When they see how bad COVID can be shutting up in Liberia because we are dying. Yes.
So the fire service people say the government not getting plenty of money, so that's the reason why they not get plenty of things to fight the fire for. What you want the government to do in that area?
If the fire service people can say their government or our government not giving them much money, they need to go back to the government, but the government will get special budget for that. Because government can get special budget for that. All the money that they're collecting, budget there for that. They can say they're not getting plenty of money, so they will not be on time. Let them go back to Joseph and get budget for that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is Spoon TV. Spoon TV. Let's speak. So were you on the scene when this incident occurred? You were on the scene when the fire broke out on the speaker resident? Okay, so okay.
They get off the fire. They go and allow the horse to 1, 2 toilets before they get to it. How they do in the country? Very bad. They're very bad.
So why you want the government to do about the fire situation? How you want the government to post start to it? What you want the government to do to post start to it? So you want the government to put the fire business under control, right? Okay. Okay. So thank you for talking to us. Thank you for talking to us. Okay, so thank you very much for talking to us. So okay, so folks, we want to say thanks for joining us. This is Spoon TV. Of course, we are coming to you live. From all indication, you can see that the situation is being calmed gradually. State security is still here present. The Liberia National Fire Service has the engines here beating, and of course, you have residents of different communities still here. They've come to witness the situation, and so you see at the far end there, folks from the Liberia National Fire Service are working tirelessly. Of course, they're still trying to quench the fire. They are still trying to calm the situation. Efforts are still being made. So at the moment, what the Liberia National Fire Service is doing is that so what the Liberia National Fire Service is doing now is that they are fighting this fire from two fronts. At a point, they were overwhelmed, but they're still trying to fight the fire from all fronts. From all indications, you can see that the fire has not been quenched totally. So the Liberia National Fire Service is still working tirelessly to ensure that the situation is put under control. As you see, the folks are still fighting the fire from the external facility, and they are trying to ensure that this situation is put under control. You have folks from the Liberia National Police, and they are also here. Let's speak to this gentleman. He's been on the scene, and he's going to give us pieces of information. How are you? What's your name? Eric, were you on the scene when this incident occurred? Okay, what did you see? What exactly happened here? What do you know about this outbreak? Okay. So you say you've been here over an hour or 2 hours?
So I think our fire service need to be empowered. I think every district need to have their headquarters of the fire service so that they can be able to respond to fire issues.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us.
When it comes to this whole fire issue, I want my friends to know that it is because of global warming. Most of us do not understand what we call global warming is. Because of changes in the atmosphere, I think every one of us can see how hot the country has become. The level of heat and the level of temperature the country has now is what causes so many of the fire issues. So I would not like for those people to criticize this whole fire issue. It's not about UP, neither is it about CDC.
Okay, it's not about UP, it's not about CDC, and you don't want people to politicize the fire situation.
issue. Liberia is getting so political to a extent that we will speak politics in every other issue.
Okay.
So, of course, it's not ready for us. We need to see how best we can deviate from politics when it comes to religion.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thanks for talking to us. Of course, we stay here. You want to talk to us? How are you, Mama? How long you been here? It's been 30 minutes. Okay. So you keep. Okay. Which radio were you monitoring? Okay. And you're live on Spoon TV right now. Can you tell us what did you see when you got on the scene? Did you see the Liberia National Fire Service on the scene when you got here?
Yes, I saw.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. So what's your message to the government? What do you think should be done to address this fire situation?
Okay, when it comes to the fire service in Liberia, we don't need to only have two vehicles or food. It can serve the whole country. I'm appealing to this government, if I may say, at least 1,000.
At least 1,000
Yes, to serve
fire trucks.
And 3 more people into this field. Yes, to serve this country.
You as an individual, do you sometimes get afraid just knowing that there are too many fire outbreaks in the country? Does that make you afraid?
I'm very, very afraid. Even now, tonight, if I'm going to sleep there, I'm easy.
Wow.
There's one January 10, or what's called in my community, right beside my house. They say fire, and that day, no quarantine. Yes, we didn't receive quarantine. But how they fire people? It was called a break from the roof. They started with us leaving our community to go on that stuff.
Wow.
Yes, but nobody got hurt and no one.
So you think the government should provide more fire tanks?
More fire tanks and
So-
have stationary like things you should have 8 more fire service office like quarter for each community or each region.
Thank you.
Yeah, so every time when things are happening like this.
Okay. So thanks a lot for talking to Spoon TV. This is Spoon TV. Of course, we are coming to you here live from the resident of Councillor Fonati Koffa. And of course, this is what the situation is. As you see, the fire truck is still here. The firefighters are trying to handle the situation. And of course, the folks from the LPRC have already exhausted the water they brought, but the flames are still in the building. As you see from a distance, the building is still in flame. And of course, efforts are still being made to successfully quench the fire. So we're still here at Spoon TV. Let's see if we can talk to this gentleman. How are you? Okay. So we're gonna move on to talk to more people here, and of course, let's get from eyewitnesses' account what resulted to the outbreak. Let's hear from eyewitnesses here. And please, can you let us? Okay, so let's talk to this lady. How are you, Mama? How long have you been here? You're here. By the time you came here, you saw the fire service people. They were already here. Okay, so thank you very much for talking to us. And so, folks, this is the situation. And of course, as you see, the Liberia National Fire Service is still on the scene. Good thing is that from all indication, it's about to rain. The weather has gotten very, very cloudy. It's about to rain. It has started drizzling gradually. So you can tell that it is going to rain. And so given the situation, once that happens, that will be an added advantage to the efforts that is being carried on here by the firefighters. You see, the folks have been working. They've been working tirelessly. The engines are still beating. These are the men, of course, who are working behind the scenes, dressed up in these suits, making sure that they combat the wave of fire outbreaks we've had in the country recently. So again, folks, Spoon TV, we want to say thanks for joining us. And of course, we stay here live at the residence of the speaker right here. So as you see, there's still a presence of state security here. The folks are still here. Heavily protecting the facility. It is belonging to the LPRC. It's feeding in water to gradually combat the situation within there. And so this is exactly what the situation is there. Efforts are being made to have some folks get into the facility and get some of the items out. That is the closet of the speaker, I'm told. That place was inflamed just a while ago. And as we speak, efforts are being made to get some of the folks go in there and remove some of the items that are still in there. Spoon TV. And of course, he's being dressed in a vest indicating that he's from the International Rescue Committee. Hello, how are you, sir? You want to talk to us? This is Spoon TV. Yes, sir. Can you first of all tell us your name, sir?
My name is Louis Estienne.
Okay.
I'm the music manager for National Disaster
Okay, National Disaster Management Agency. Okay, that's a great thing. What is happening here today is indeed a disaster, and I see you on the scene. What exactly have you gathered with respect to the situation that transpired here? Okay.
We are not gathering any information right now, but we are still in the stage of search and rescue.
Okay.
Until the search and rescue can be over, then they do the fact finding.
Okay. So search and rescue is what's going on. Are you here with a team or are you just the only person here?
Yeah, we are here. I'm here with
approximately how many persons? Approximately how many persons?
the National Fire Service and other actors. We are here.
Okay. I mean,
we are more than 7 persons here from the National Disaster Management. The Auxiliary Director was here, but I think around here.
Now, given the wave of fire outbreak in Liberia, a lot of time folks get to express some concerns as to what is the Disaster Management Agency doing to address some of these issues.
Well, you know, the Disaster Management Agency is challenged, as you know, as it relates to budgetary support. We are talking to the people representing and the legislature to be able to see the need for NDMA budget to be increased. Because the NDMA is not only there to respond, NDMA also do mitigation prevention. So those are things we are working with state actors to know how our people can prevent themselves as it relates to fire and other disasters in the public.
So what's your major message now that you're here, you're live?
Yeah, the message in Liberian people need to be very careful. You need to know which wire to use in your home as it relates to electricity. You need to make sure that your family member they are educated on the issues affecting the community. So right now, as you can see, we don't know the cause of the fire. We don't know whether that is due to electricity until we can get the fire fighting. But people need to take precaution in their homes to know how to prevent fire in your home. Know the wire to use in your home. Look at the no use cannot no use other substances that can lead to fire disaster.
Okay, so thanks for talking to us again. We appreciate you, sir. Okay, so Spoon TV, we're still here. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks for joining us. Of course, the situation is being put under control gradually. The situation is being put under control. And I see the head of the Liberia National Fire Service is still here. He's still on the scene. The Deputy Director for Administration, Emmanuel Fire, is also here. And of course, efforts are being made from all levels, at all levels, to address this issue here today. So again, thanks for joining us. Spoon TV, this is how we want to draw down the curtains on this broadcast. Thanks to thousands of you across the world who have been able to follow us here. We managed to have provided eyewitnesses account to this situation. We spoke to some of the actors. We spoke to the executive director of the Liberia National Fire Service. We were able to speak with the representative of the Disaster Management Agency here on the scene. They were able to give us some information regarding this. Well, the head of the Liberia National Fire Service told us that at the moment, they cannot state exactly the level of damage that has been done here. They cannot state, or they've not established what actually resulted to this fire outbreak at the residence of the speaker. But what they did say is that their major concern now is to quench the fire. Once the situation is put under control, then obviously they will then start the investigation to know as to what exactly led to the fire outbreak. There has been the presence of some lawmakers here on the scenes, folks from the 55th legislature. We saw the District 17 representative, Bernard Benson, he was here. District 16 representative Dissing Ulawi Sibo was also here. For the family of Bone County was here, the lawmaker represented for the family. And of course, we also brought you, we also saw the presence of the Police Inspector General, Colonel Gregory Coleman. He was also here. As it stands, there is still a huge presence of state security here. And what we are getting is that it's going to be this way until the break of dawn. They're going to try to protect the scene, make sure that there is absolutely no intrusion. Efforts are being made to get some of the items from in there. But even with the efforts from the Liberia National Fire Service, from the LPRC, with all of the engines they brought on ground, standing from a distance here, you can still see that there's flame in the building, and there's still more efforts that need to be applied to ensure that that flame in the building is actually brought down. The home of the speaker is still on fire. Efforts are being made to address the situation, and we look forward to seeing what exactly this will turn out to. Well, there's a wind blowing from every direction. There are indications that it's going to rain any moment from now, and that situation is also making it difficult for the firefighters to quench this fire at a significant level. So, folks, we want to say thanks for watching Spoon TV. I want to say thanks to all of you for being here with us. This is how we would like to end this broadcast. Many thanks to our entire team that's been here on the scene. Denise Nipson, who came on earlier to begin this broadcast. C. Sylvester Cholope was here. And my name is Nelson Colette. On behalf of the entire team, I want to say thanks to you for being here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching this thing. And of course, lots of Liberians here have been calling on the government to take measures to allot more budget in the Liberia National Fire Service, the Disaster Management Agency, so that those people will adequately respond to these kinds of situations in case of a fire outbreak. So till we come away again, have a good day. Spoon TV, Nelson Colette. Bye-bye for now.
You see fire truck, I see we want a fire sale or a